And we are back. Hope you enjoyed them duct tapes. I believe that was the Spanish edition, the first one that we got, the most fitting for to celebrate our newest SEA mode. As we get into our grand finals, as a quick little reminder, this is going to be a best of 5, and MeomaikA will have a +1 advantage, as he did come from the upper bracket. Y apareciendo aquí en la una esquina del mapa, que es el submarino, el submarino en el que todos vivimos, pero algunos de nosotros prosperamos como nuestro jugador Zerg de color que viene desde Vietnam. Él es el gran ornitorrinco, el pelicano queso, el gato mismo y, por supuesto, hijo de Lord Lokin. Él es MeomaikA.
Y aquí tenemos en la mapa submarino E, tenemos en la esquina inferior, tenemos el azul Zerg jugador, tenemos el ornitorrinco con el Joey buscando detonar al hijo de azúcar, al rey de la sed y obtener ese dinero. Tenemos no tiene equipo. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? Alguien necesita conseguir este jugador. Tenemos GogojOey.
¡Arriba! ¡Vámonos!
Ay. Vámonos. Let's go. Spam that Cranky for Española in the chat. Oh boy. Mates, can GogojOey do it? Can he go against the grain, you know, and then do something about the giant that is the big cat, the big pelican himself?
Well, that's why we were talking about in the previous series. GogojOey really understood Oreo, really knew how to counter him, how to make decisions that would counter him. MeomaikA, he's an enigma. GogojOey's still trying to wrap his head around him.
Mm-hmm. He's trying, but MeomaikA's head is too big, you know? It's too great.
It is. That brain.
Oh god.
He's been trying to every time he makes a decision, he thinks, yes, this is what my research says is correct. MeomaikA does the opposite.
Ooh, and interesting decisions here. So as we get into this game, GogojOey is looking to deny some vision here, push away the Overlord, because he's going for a massive Link Flood, because we've got Banelings on the way as well with that Baneling Nest. Mate, GogojOey, he's not looking, he's not interested in workers.
That he is not. And what does MeomaikA have? He built all of his units right in his main base, and actually a very quick Roach Warren coming out from him as well. But again, in his main base, he was trying to go for a bit of a Roach Rush, but I feel like GogojOey, he's going to execute this quite a lot quicker. There's no energy for transfuse on these queens. Most of the links have been dealt with for MeomaikA, but it looks like there's just enough health on these queens, and plus the Roaches coming out. Did they just, like, halt?
Basically, like, this is crazy. Like, as you were saying, MeomaikA was going for a very fast Roach Warren, like, very quickly, just skipping everything, going straight into Roaches, and that was beautiful. That kind of indirectly countered what GogojOey was going for, and GogojOey just couldn't break the natural.
Wow.
And already in game number 1, like, MeomaikA's in a really good place right now. Like, now GogojOey has to catch up. He has to throw down his own Roach Warren, has to throw down his own Evo Chambers, try and do something here. But MeomaikA, he's just sitting back. He's looking good.
Yeah, just holding on to his 2 bases. He's already saturated pretty well around here. He's just gonna get to his mid game and try to, well, knowing MeomaikA, I imagine, try to end the game while GogojOey is still trying to get there to that stage. But I do like this. GogojOey knows he's behind, so he's just gonna try to go for a third base and hope for the best. He'll have a lot more production and hopefully a lot more mining as well. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a hard decision to make, right? I mean, as our resident Zerg player, you can probably tell me. I'm not sure if GogojOey wants to use that third base for mining or just production right now. I'm not sure if he knows that either.
It depends what his approach is here at the moment, because it looks like he wants to catch up, especially with this Evo chamber, you know, working on +1 carapace. He has an eye on the third base of MeomaikA, so he knows MeomaikA is still on 2 bases. That in and of itself, it can tell you 2 things. 1, oh my god, I have an advantage because I'm getting a third. 2, oh my god, he's staying on 2 bases. Like, he's gonna like 2 base all in me, you know? Like, alarm bells must be ringing, and here we go. The roaches are starting to waddle across the map. Immediately, GogojOey sees it, so he has to focus everything he can on producing an army to contend with that of MeomaikA.
It's actually building a decently impressive army right now. GogojOey is. His carapace is going to be finishing up a little bit quicker than MeomaikA's range upgrade. Should be able to get some really good surrounds on these roaches. Seriously, this is basically the final chance. GogojOey has to cancel that base, but he wants to hold on to it. He does not want to be delayed whatsoever.
Yeah, and we'll see if he's going to be punished for that, because the majority of the links of GogojOey are going down, and MeomaikA is focusing down that hatchery, and he will get it.
He is just not enough here for GogojOey to push back this army. He is still alive. He will hold, but he sacrifices his base for it.
That he does, and I don't know if going across the map is really the correct call here, because we do have roaches on the way for MeomaikA. To be fair, they are not ready quite yet, so GogojOey has this window of opportunity where maybe he can delay this third base of MeomaikA.
And he knows he has to try to make this game even. He has lost a lot of resources in the hopes of keeping that third base alive. Anything you can do to equalize the scenario. Gets a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, he forces the cancel there on the third base. We do see the Road Ravager looking to try and take down some of these Evos.
Actually should be able to deny at least one of these upgrades. Might be able to deny 2 of them. But now MeomaikA is rallying with those rulings from the taken out Evo chamber. And we'll see if MeomaikA decides to press the advantage. It could go either way.
Yeah, what's scary is that Roach speed is going to finish up in 12 seconds. Once that is done, once that is ready, MeomaikA is going to be looking to push out across the map. And +2, it's almost halfway complete as well. Sure, one of the Evo chambers was taken out, but MeomaikA still has another upgrade on the way.
He does. The +2 is going to be finishing up pretty soon. I mean, the +1 carapace and the +1 range kind of cancels each other out, but as you said, +2 is going to make that an entirely different scenario.
Oh, that it is. Meanwhile, lovely counterattack by GogojOey. It looks like he will be able to deny the third, kill the third.
Very nicely done. And now, economically speaking, GogojOey is a little bit ahead. He does need to defend against this wave of roaches coming his way, but he's deflecting it pretty well. Again, the main worry right now for GogojOey is when the +2 finishes up.
Exactly, and that's going to be huge. It's almost done, but MeomaikA, he has to calm down. He has to wait for it, right? You don't want to go for like some kind of anti-timing where you attack just before the upgrade really kicks in. As we do see more roaches on the way from MeomaikA, he's just completely given up on the idea of a third base.
This is kind of decent for GogojOey. I mean, forcing MeomaikA to go for the all-in, and GogojOey has a decent defensive position. He can get his roaches in a pretty good concave. Oh, but it's a little bit awkward here by the third base location. So many roaches just not firing here for GogojOey as MeomaikA pushes on forward with his corrosive biles. He's about to get surrounded though.
Oh god, that he is. The spine is being borrowed as well. MeomaikA does kite back pretty nicely, but more reinforcements are coming in for GogojOey as he does have the defender's advantage. But MeomaikA, he's also rallying across the map, and +2 is done.
It really is. He has a little bit of a position, but GogojOey making use of the wider area with around this third base to get a better surround. MeomaikA trying to bust his way forward. It's kind of working right now. The supplies are about even when it comes to this particular fight, and that +2 advantage is really helping out when every single Roach and Ravager is fighting.
That it is. Meanwhile, a couple of lings are streaming in. What's crazy is that GogojOey actually sent some lings across the map as well, not using them for defense. And as a result, the spine falls, and MeomaikA is actually breaking the third.
And I feel like that's just the straw here. It's gonna break GogojOey. He does not have anything to defend right now. The Lings looks like they will clean up across the map. MeomaikA just looking to regroup and then smash this with everything he's got.
Exactly, and look how low all these roaches are. Like, so many of them are like less than an attack away from going down, but it doesn't matter. It was just barely enough. GG gets called.
MeomaikA, he is the player who thrives in the LE submarine.
Yeah, like so many people think, you know what, cats are afraid of the water. Not MeomaikA.
Yeah, he's like a calico. Wait, a calico cat's the one that swim? Or is it the opposite?
He's like a tiger.
I don't know, really a calico. He is.
It's like a pelican.
Yeah, that's why it works for him. He's like a platypus.
Oh boy. Did you see? Oh god, MeomaikA in Twitch chat. I have to make Daddy Lord Loken proud.
I mean, he does, to be fair.
We have an emote for this situation.
It's beautiful.
Ay ay ay.
Dios mío. Dios mío, MeomaikA. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay ay ay.
Como aquí tenemos.
Oh boy. Here we go. We are getting ready for game number 2, potentially the final game.
Yeah, hopefully not here. GogojOey, he really likes Death for us, so I'm hoping he's got something a little bit planned here. He did try to do something quite against the grain here, as you were describing at the start of the game here in Submarine, trying to go for a very, very quick Bane Bust / Ling Flood.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happened that MeomaikA was also going for an early Roach Ward.
Yeah, it's really crazy how that worked out. the two openers between these two players.
Maybe it'll happen again. Who knows? But I think the onus is on a little bit on GogojOey to try to find a way to break that. But regardless, we are here on Death Aura LE. We're here in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. The Blues player on match point, one more win, and he takes another Grand Platypus Open Championship under his belt. He is the Blues player coming out from Vietnam, representing Intensity Esports. I forgot to mention that in the Spanish. It's fine. He is MeomaikA. Cat. Son of Lord Loken.
Adoptive son. Here he is, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the red Zerg player hailing from the land of Hong Kong. Looking so good today. Again, it was quite close between him and MeomaikA in the previous semi-finals match, but already down 0-2. This could be his final game. It is GogojOey.
And I suppose this might be a reason why GogojOey likes Death Aura so much. He can open up pretty standard and then just go off of reactive play from there. But at the same time, if he decides, you know what, you are not all-inning me, he can also just decide to just a little crazy here. Go for a 2-base Spire, go for a Nidus if he so wishes. A lot of options on Death Aura.
Yeah, I was about to say that in the previous series against Oreo, we got to see GogojOey go for that Spire play, go for that 2-base lair. So we'll keep an eye on him. We'll see if he opts to do something similar to MeomaikA. I mean, it already happened earlier today where we had Muta on Muta action, which was amazing to see. We could see it again on Death Aura.
Here's definitely hoping. We got to see it for the first time in a long time, that Muta versus Muta game between these two players. Can it happen twice in the same tournament? If it does, then that's how you know the rest of your day is going to be lucky.
Mate, it's happening.
Quick lair. And a spine crawler.
Yep. Oh boy.
He's defending for a reason.
Exactly. MeomaikA going straight into 2-base lair. Very minimal units out for MeomaikA as I quickly check. He's doing this off of 2 links. He has no army whatsoever. He just wants to go straight into that lair tech.
Alright, so just because he's rushing the lair doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be Spire.
Ooh,
okay, well, I think GogojOey did just see the lair. Yep, he did. Plus, he knows that the spine crawler was building around there as well. He knows that MeomaikA is going to go for something very, very cheeky. He's going to be keeping his eyes peeled as much as possible, and so am I, Light. I still have a couple of doubts as to what this will be. It could still be the Spire. Okay,
yeah,
there it is.
I was about to say it should be the Spire, especially because we still don't see a Roach Warren, and we also don't have any like link speed either. Like this is as fast as possible Spire for MeomaikA, just conserving as many resources as he can to make this happen. But as we saw, GogojOey is aware of the lair. He should be aware of this possibility.
This is the proper 2-base Spire build, really. I'm going to say 2-base Muta. Sometimes it means you do get a 3rd base, but you don't actually saturate it. No. This is MeomaikA saying, I'm bringing it back to basics. And GogojOey saying, I'm going to try to prevent you from doing so. He's picking a lot of links, but again, like, MeomaikA's getting mutas.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this. It looks like GogojOey may want to try to bust through the main, which could work, I guess. Again, like, MeomaikA was so greedy. He has 2 queens and a spine. That's all he's got. That's literally all he has. We'll see. The links are coming across the map.
I think it could definitely still work. GogojOey's up 30 army supply right now, and it's still going to take a while for MeomaikA to build some Mutalists here. But I feel like it would have worked even better if GogojOey decided to get a quick Baneling Nest.
Hey, this is it. This
looks like it doesn't matter. Wait, here it is.
And this is why you don't see people go this fast into mutas. As every queen goes down, the spine goes down. There is nothing left for MeomaikA. We do have mutas on the way, but how much is he going to lose before that they come out? Oh my god, the eggs!
Oh, I'm trying to kill the eggs. The eggs are still alive, Light. The eggs are still alive. And the mutas do come out, but a couple more biles going on to Spire, actually. And I still feel like GogojOey has way too much. He has more than twice the army supply at the moment.
Exactly. Just the overconfidence oozing from MeomaikA, being as greedy as possible. And as a result, he's going to lose everything here. GG gets called.
GogojOey fighting back, proving why he likes Death Aura so much.
Oh god. Honestly, I'm happy that happened because that was disgusting from MeomaikA. What he was trying to pull off. Like...
he crossed the line. We expect him to be dirty, but man,
that was disrespectful. It's like, mate, who do you think you're going up against? Like, really? Like, oh god.
Shaking my head. And I feel like Lord Loken is going to give him a very stern talking to at the end of this tournament.
Oh god. Punish me, daddy. Yeah.
Oh no. You know he's in the chat right now suggesting we have a flip side.
I saw that.
Oh no.
I saw that. Yes. Exclamation mark Funada Lord Loken in the chat wanting a Cranky for yes like this. Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible idea. We can make that, but I feel like if we make that, then we need to make a bonk emote to balance it out.
I feel like that's the equivalent of like a Craigasm. Yes, like this. Like, oh god.
It is.
Oh god.
I feel like we gotta balance that out.
We do. We would. We would need a bonk. We would have to stop that.
Yeah.
Aye. But you know what? I'm happy that this isn't completely one-sided. GogojOey was able to put a stop to the dirtiness, the cheese from MeomaikA. Ooh, and we'll see if this is going to be the start of something, or if he was merely delaying the inevitable.
What this means is GogojOey. He's got a bit of momentum behind him. And you know what works well with momentum? Speed zones.
Oh. That's true. He be zooming.
Yeah. Side note, but I feel like the bonk emote should be a clam with a sword.
It's very fitting. It's very fitting.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god.
Who else is gonna bonk you?
It's true. It's true. It's gotta be Krupp.
Who's the only one?
Yeah. Krupp with the sword. Oh no! Oh god! Look at that! Look at that PogChamp. It's gonna eat the platypus.
Oh, that's why it's going. Oh no! The platypus has accepted its no. It's accepted its fate. Platypus has.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Also, welcome, Zeph. Welcome. Yes, Oreo was looking very impressive today. It was lovely to see. Again, at the beginning of the tournament, we were talking about our two boys had to face each other, Oreo and Starduck, two players that we've kind of, I almost want to say grown up with. Like, years have been spent together.
I cried when I saw Oreo was making a reappearance. It was great. After a long break, taking care of his own wrist, taking care of himself, and now, I mean, he said he was trying to play slower, but he was the fastest player when it comes to APMs that we've seen so far. So, still working on that.
Yeah, and still looking really good, and I'm really excited to see how he does in ANZ Champs, because ZvZ, like, sure, he may struggle against MeomaikA and GogojOey, but we don't have too many other, like, big dominant Zerg players in our region, so Oreo could do quite well in ANZ Champs.
Yeah. I mean, he is straight up the best Zerg player from Australia.
Yeah, and as a reminder, ANZ Champs is only limited to Australia and New Zealand players, so really good opportunity for him to, like, be in that limelight and shine.
Indeed, it will be. But till then, we're gonna have to continue on our series here on Jagannatha LE. We're here in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We have the dirty player. Just shaking my head. I am shaking my head. The red Zerg player coming down from Vietnam. He is going to be representing Intensity Esports. The Pelican himself, son of Lord Loken. He is MeomaikA.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the blue Zerg player hailing from the land of Hong Kong, looking to put a stop to the reign of the king, the Sugar King himself, MeomaikA. Can he do it? It is GogojOey. Mate.
Kuro suggesting a fired emote.
That could work. Also, fun fact.
I feel like that'd be the most used emote.
It would be. But, mate, we saw Oreo do this earlier today. Now GogojOey is doing it. We have a gas pool hatch opening.
On Jagannatha, no less. They didn't play on Jagannatha, but...
They did not, but this will mean that GogojOey will have a much faster link speed. It means that he can go straight into Banelings, and we could see another just massive link Bane all-in to try and take out MeomaikA.
I felt a little inspired after this series. Here's hoping there's a link speed on the way, but again, we'll see how committed he ends up being here. See a lot of times that sometimes their players just get this to apply pressure on their opponent, deny the third base for as long as possible while stay drawn up as well. GogojOey, he could go all in behind this though.
Yeah, that's what happened with Oreo. Oreo, like, there was an opportunity for him if he wanted to drone up behind his attack, but he just made nothing but links and just kept going. Meanwhile, GogojOey, he's going for his own twists. Like, he's actually going for a third.
Okay.
He's
definitely
gonna have
the much more economic version of this. Looks like it's not gonna be too aggressive either. He's taking the backwards third base.
Yeah. So what's interesting is that because of this fast third, he's gonna have a lot of lava available to him. Another thing is that after he got link speed, he pulled out of gas, so he's not going for a fast Baneling nest. This kind of looks like a link flood, just straight up. No baits.
Definitely could be.
Okay.
I'm
we'll
just
see.
I'm just considering the positioning on the third base here.
Yeah.
I suppose it's pretty useful because if he does decide to go for this Link Flood and doesn't kill MeomaikA, then he's a little bit more fortified there. But we'll see.
What's interesting to me and a little bit perplexing, because again, GogojOey, he has the fastest link speed possible, and he's doing what he can with it. But behind this, he's going for a Roach Warren, so he's not going to be utilizing his links that much. Not just that. Oh, he's actually going to be able to catch all these things of MeomaikA. Nicely done. But MeomaikA, he's undeterred, unfazed, making a massive wave of links, and he did not skip out on that baneling nest.
That he did not. He'll be able to deal very well against the lings that are coming his way from GogojOey. He needs to make banelings now, though. That'll turn around. She should be fine. It's not too much here for GogojOey. And funnily enough, getting these lings also helps MeomaikA, considering GogojOey is going for the roaches. Immediately, one of them will get surrounded. A couple of them will.
The queen as well. The queen will be going down. There's no energy for transfuse. The boys are forced to be pulled as these things find not just the queen, but also 2 roaches.
Just like so, kind of taking out the attack before it crossed the starter line.
Yeah, and these roaches are so vulnerable. Like, there are so many links here. They can very easily just be surrounded and taken out. And as I say that, that's exactly what happens.
Demonstrated. And once he deals with this, I mean, that's nothing defending that third base. GogojOey wanted that larva, he wanted that production, he wanted that economy, and it's kind of backfiring on him.
Exactly. This is disastrous for GogojOey. What does he have? He has 3 roaches. He has no mining whatsoever. At his natural no mining at the third base, another roach gets taken out. The third is not long for this world. GogojOey was trying to go for a counterattack, but MeomaikA defended beautifully. And now GogojOey, this is looking disastrous for him.
Straight for the natural mineral line, trying to intercept any roaches from that rogue third base, but yeah, it is not looking too good. Not the best position to put your roaches, GogojOey. They immediately get surrounded. Not quite enough of them to really ignore the surround either.
Exactly, and MeomaikA's not done. We got more links flooding across the map. What was that? 4 roaches picked off almost for free there. Beautiful surrounds by MeomaikA. But MeomaikA, he's actually backing off and he's actually droning up.
Not exactly what I would have anticipated here, but again, this is a new MeomaikA that we're seeing in recent times. As he realized he would have been trickling in the Zerglings on a map like Jagannatha, so decided to, just get to the next phase of the game, work on his own roaches, and be the first player to grab a lair, get that, not pneumatized carapace. Pneumatized carapace, but for roaches. Galil Reconstitution, that's what it was.
There you go. Beautifully done. And I mean, he acknowledges his position, like, I dealt all this damage. I'm perfectly fine at home. Sure, there's this Link counterattack, but Links and roaches pop out for MeomaikA. Doesn't even lose a roach.
I feel like MeomaikA has been humbled by his previous game.
Yeah, maybe a bit. It's one of those things, right, where when you're ahead, just get further ahead. The third base is going down. The lair is complete. We should be... Oh my god, he actually got the lair for Aspire.
Take a page out of Demi's book, yes.
Yeah, we're like
this straight up does actually kind of look like a Demi game.
Yeah, well, we're like taking the logical route. We're like, oh yeah, he's getting the lair so he can get like roach speed and be ahead in the roach versus roach. Nah, mate, it's MeomaikA. He just wants mutas.
Exactly. Loken, he told MeomaikA, your punishment for losing that previous game, you have to play it more standard. That's a pretty broad definition, though, of what is and isn't standard. And MeomaikA, he's stretching it as much as he can.
He's like, the game has to last more than 5 minutes. So, okay.
Yes,
Oh, God. Can I have the card now, please? Oh, God.
Win this tournament first, and then we'll talk.
As MeomaikA is just trying to be cheeky with these leagues, he does get pushed away. Meanwhile, the Spire is about to complete. The mutas are going to be coming out, and let's quickly have a look at what the anti-air situation is looking like. We got 2 queens.
I mean, not too bad, Not going to be enough against 5 mutas. That's all I'm going to say. With +1 air weapons.
You're like, you know what? Could be worse. Could be 1 queen.
Yeah, exactly. You know, could hit rock bottom. Could be no crease. Plus, there's a Ravager, right? Like, you know, if you get lucky at the Corrosive Biles.
Mate,
could be worse. Could be pure Roach.
You're not wrong. It could be Zero Queens, right? It could be.
Yeah. Could always be worse.
Oh god. Alright, here we go. The mutas are out. They are zooming across the map. We'll see if they dive into a mineral line or just decide to deal with some of these overlords outside in the map.
I'm not sure if I like it if he does decide to go for the overlords immediately once he sees the wow. Once he sees the mutas, taps out, knew that while it could have been worse, did not have an ideal anti-air scenario. GG's call. MeomaikA will be your champion once again. And actually finishing it up here 3 hours before Katowice.
That we did. Congratulations, MeomaikA, once again proving his dominance in our region. Can anyone stop him? Right now, it's not looking like it. He just keeps winning GPO after GPO. GogojOey, every time he puts up a good fight, he makes it a show. But MeomaikA, he's just too good.
And he did very well today as well. I would say that I think, yeah, let's not let the upteenth championship of MeomaikA overshadow some of the other very impressive plays that we've seen. For example, GogojOey really got to show how decisive he was, how good he can be when he really understands his opponent, right? Especially in his series against Oreo there. Oreo himself coming back after a long break, making it to the top 3. Doing very well for himself over there. Even Starduck, I mean, we cast him a lot. Take it out Azure.
Yeah, some really, really impressive games there. Like, Azure, he is a veteran in the scene, but falling to Starduck, some of the young blood. The little rivalry that we had between Starduck and Oreo, I love it. I love seeing that come to fruition. It's something that I hope to see a lot more because it's something that when they faced in the past, they weren't really around equal skill, but now Starduck has just risen so much in that respect, and Oreo was MIA when that was happening. So now that he's returned, now the two of them are kind of comparable at the moment, so it's cool to see them go back and forth. I think it's a valuable practice partner for Starduck, to be honest, because Starduck is so good in that late game PvZ, but it's like the mid game that he has to work on a little bit, and I feel like Oreo is good practice for that. Yeah. Well,
short little problem here is that Starduck, he's in Sydney ABBA.
I
was trying to make it about the Brisbane boy things, but they don't gatekeep. The Brisbane boys don't gatekeep. Anyone, as long as you're a Brisbane boy in your heart, you're a Brisbane boy in Brisbane.
There you go. Congratulations to all the players that competed today. We really appreciate it. And if you... Yeah? Go for it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say congratulations to all the players, and especially MeomaikA for not just winning another championship, but also looking to be it every week since being picked up by Intensity. And as you said, we don't know if it's because he was picked up by the team and he was practicing with some of his teammates, or if it's because something that he was already on the path to. It does look like MeomaikA is continuing to improve while also winning a lot of these championships.
That he is. I can't wait to see more of him throughout the year, not just in our regional events, but in events outside. I'm calling you out right now, MeomaikA, mate. We better see you on Monday for ESL Open Cup Asia. You better be there. Just saying.
We will get Lord Loken to make sure of it.
He'll punish you if you don't. Just saying. You gotta be there for the region. You gotta represent. We better see you against some of the other Korean players. It'll be amazing to see. But yeah, regardless, congratulations. And as you were saying, in just a couple of hours, IM Katowice will begin in 3 hours. So there's still plenty of StarCraft going on tonight. You do have a bit of a break to kind of, get some food, get some water, rest a little bit before the marathon of StarCraft continues.
Yeah, get your hot sixes, especially those in in my current time zone, the sort of Korea one, because it's gonna be a bit of a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will
Mike's
not.
gonna yell at me if I stay up all night.
Yeah, I will. I will not be staying up all night. I gotta wake up early for Battle of the Americas. But speaking of Battle of the Americas, Yaku, where can we find more of you?
Not in the Americas at the moment, anyway. Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1, Twitter.com @Empora-Yakuzaku, ! Discord in the chat is where I'm going to be tonight, along with the other members of Cranky Ducklings. We are all going to be watching that round of 36, going to be cheering on for a lot of these players, actually. Armani, Bjorn, Probe, Dream, who else is in there? I believe it's, no, Neba's in round 24, Scarlet. So many players, but only 4 of them are going to advance.
Only 4. Oof. And of course, everyone make sure to subscribe to Yakuzaku1 on Twitch to get that La Profesora emote. And flaunt that out to everyone to prove that you know. Am I
supposed to spam it now because you don't have the emote?
If it's up to you, mate. It's up to you. Oh god. You can follow me at light_. Yeah?
Fun fact, they molded the mariachi duck after Profesora.
That's not true at all. That's
That is 100%. You can see the resemblance.
That's fake news.
It better be true. Otherwise, I'm suing you. Look at that resemblance.
And you can find more of me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream occasionally, whether it's team games with some of the Ducklings or straight up ladder sessions. More importantly, you can follow us, or we will be live once again in 12 hours with Battle of the Americas at 8 a.m. KST, almost exactly 12 hours from now. It should be after IM Katowice ends for the night. So again, plenty of StarCraft going on this weekend. And what I wanted to say was that if you enjoyed watching players from this region, from Oceania and Southeast Asia, tomorrow we'll be back with Demi C Weekly, which is more of the same players. Typically Seether also shows up for that as well, and a couple of other key players. So that is another currently weekly event for the region.
What are we on? Number 12?
I believe so.
Tomorrow?
12 or 13.
Yeah, one of those two.
And unless things change, that should be casted by yourself and Alex.
Brinchel.
Yes, we're bringing back the duo.
Brincello.
Oh boy. And with that, thank you everyone for watching. Of course, you can support us. You can support the Cranky Ducklings by following us on all the social medias, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord. You can follow us, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to check out our VODs. You can subscribe to our Twitch channel if you want some replays, if you want some of those beautiful new emotes that we have gotten. We got them last night. They are amazing. We have a platypus as well as a duck in a sombrero. And you can check us out on Patreon, as we do have a Patreon page to help support and grow our tournaments, like Grand Platypus Open, to make them bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, unfortunately you don't get the emotes, but I tell you what, !Patreon will tell you what you do get.
Exactly. And with that, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back in 12. Don't forget, I am Katowice in 3 hours. We'll see you there.
Bye.
All right, I forgot something. Tomorrow I'm casting Battle of the Americas with Starduck. He's gonna be on the channel. We're gonna be casting together for the first time. Tune in. Bye again. amazing. We have platypus.